Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So if you're interested in riding long distances, which certainly seems to be the in thing at the moment, there are certain things you can do to make it a little bit easier and make sure your long ride goes well. Keep watching the video to find out those tips and how you can ride long. Maybe we should first ask, why do a long ride? Well, obviously some people just like riding a long way and have an enjoyable day with their mates. Other people are just doing long zone 2 rides because they want to build up their endurance and their aerobic abilities. So one of the best ways to do that is with long, slower rides or zone 2. So what is a long ride? Well, it depends how fit you are and how experienced a cyclist you are, but to me anything over sort of 3 hours starts becoming a longer ride, where you have to think a little bit more about what you're doing, what you're eating and things like that. So let's delve into it. So the first thing really is to make sure your bike is in tip-top condition. Make sure you've done a thorough check of the bike before you ride, checking tyres, checking tyre wear. You've lubed the bike well, the batteries are charged if you've got Di2 or something like that. So you're far less likely to have a mechanical. Nothing worse on a long ride than having a mechanical within the first hour or something. Or even worse, you're 50 miles away from home and you have one. Calling out the team car then might not go down too well. So check your bike thoroughly. The next thing you should think about is the pace you're riding at. And the key thing, of course, is not to go out too hard too soon and start going out. You're feeling good, you're feeling enthusiastic and fresh, and you go and hammer it in the first 10 or 20 miles, and then you start feeling really tired. So if you're doing a long ride, a bit like a time trial, start off steady. Whatever you think you can do for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours or more, go out at that sort of pace. You could use a previous ride that you've done around that length of time or miles as a way to gauge how fast you should be riding. And certainly if you haven't ridden that far before, you just want to go out at a nice steady pace where you can stay well within your capabilities and probably chat quite easily to other riders. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's going to really help the channel grow. Another thing which is incredibly important is nutrition. You need to work out how long you're going for and how many grams of carbs or food you're hoping to eat every hour. The recommended is above 60. Depends how fast you're going, of course. If you're taking it very slowly, maybe 60 grams an hour is more than enough. If you're riding hard for 4 or 5 hours, you're probably going to need a lot more. So try to take that into account when you're working out your food you're taking with you or any stops you're going to be doing. But I sort of work on a bar or so an hour and a drink, an energy drink, carb drink mix every hour too. So you're hopefully taking in at least 60 grams, maybe 90 grams if you can, or something like that. Because in the beginning you might feel fine. It's later on in the ride you're really going to start noticing a lack of energy and lack of carbs. And don't forget, on a long ride you can always stop and refuel en route. at local shops and things like that. I have got a video on the channel about fueling for rides. If you have a look, I'll link to it at the end of this video, but that would really help you get through a long ride. Probably one of the most important things. Another thing to bear in mind is the route. If you know what route you're doing, or it's a sportive or something like that, and you know the route, you want to make sure, for example, you've got the right gearing if you know there's loads of climbing involved. Before you do the ride in your training, get a lot of climbing in. Be specific for what sort of ride you're doing. Another thing to bear in mind on a day like today, which is very changeable, so if the image isn't great, sorry about that, but it's the lighting keeps changing. It's pretty hard to film in this sort of light. But also, you need to be prepared for any weather. So even on a sunny day, you know, is it going to start raining? Do you need a raincoat? There's nothing worse than being on a ride, being miles away from home or the start of a ride, and you realise you haven't got appropriate clothing and you're cold or soaked through and you forgot your rain jacket or something like that. So always be prepared, especially if you're riding somewhere a bit different and you might not know the actual climate, or if you're in the mountains, and in mountains weather can change in a matter of hours, from a beautiful sunny day to a horrible wet, overcast, rainy, windy day. So always be prepared with clothing. Always come with a change of clothing ready in your kit bag, and always change if you need to just before you start. So I might be getting some rain in a minute, judging from the clouds up ahead. Another thing that's really important when it comes to long riding is comfort. If you're not comfortable, any long ride is going to be terrible and maybe causing you an injury. So make sure you're comfortable on your bike before you start. Don't do anything like changing saddle positions or anything like that just before you do a long ride. And if you can, or you haven't done so already, get a bike fit before you start riding long distances, because you might find the issues you find on long rides aren't solved by maybe a previous bike fit, and you might have to position your bike more for comfort than for speed if you're doing 5, 6 or longer hours. So it's really important to make sure you're going to be comfortable so you can have a good ride. Another thing that will really help on long rides is ride with a group. Going with someone else, having someone else to chat to when things get hard or encourage you, is a really good way of making sure you complete a long ride. Doing it on your own is going to be quite tricky, especially when it comes to maybe a dark place, a dark patch, and you're really not feeling it. Being able to keep going is made much easier when you're with other people. On the other hand, of course, you could say that riding on your own, you can go at your own pace and stop when you want to and do those sorts of things. So there is benefits to both. Another thing on a ride is make sure you've got the right gearing for the terrain you're riding on. Look ahead, look at the route you're going to be riding, and make sure you've got that gearing that's going to help you get up the climbs and things like that you might be coming across. Nothing worse than doing a ride that's really hilly and find you've got a massively overgeared bike. And lastly, make sure you're well trained in the sort of pace you want to go at. Make sure you've done enough training and gradually built up the miles before you do a long ride if it's your first one. And you don't necessarily need to have done, if you're going to do say a 100-mile century ride, you don't need to have ridden 90 miles before necessarily. If you can ride 70 or 80 miles relatively comfortably, or even less, you might find doing 100 isn't that big a deal. As long as you've done that training of that steady pace for a longer ride, you should be okay. Don't forget to drop in the comments below things you do to help on a long ride, maybe what you eat and things like that, and how you get through a long ride. I know another tip I didn't mention is breaking it down into small chunks, not thinking, oh god, I've got 100 miles ahead of me, but thinking I've got 25 and then another 25 and things like that. So any comments would be appreciated. I know some people who watch these videos do huge rides. Maybe they could drop in the comments how they get around super long rides, and maybe that's another future video. I won't be doing it though, I'll be asking someone else how they do it. Until next time, bye for now.